Namaskara, welcome to Correct Kannada. This is a presentation on the concept of clitics. Clitics, I will explain it in the next slides, but just a quick intro. These are letters that get added to the end of a word to give um, give an emphasis or an emotion. We will see that here. So this word clitic, I picked it up from a book which is named as Modern Kannada Grammar by S.N. Sridhar. So that was a book I was reading. By the way, don't buy that book because that book is um, it is related to scholarly linguistic work with respect to Kannada. I bought it accidentally and it was very useful, but it is pretty dry and it uses a lot of linguistic grammatical terms. I somehow managed to read it, and it doesn't have any Kannada script. Everything is in English transliteration. So the way I understand that book is, it is for non-Kannada speaking linguists who want to understand the linguistic details of Kannada. So it is written by this gentleman by name S.N. Sridhar. Okay, but that book has got a lot of information. The kind of examples used in that book was just amazing. So there I saw this clitics. Okay, let's move on. So clitics introduction. Clitics are letters added to the end of a word to convey an emotion. Okay. Clitics help us to ask closed-ended questions. Closed-ended questions is like, are you the winner of the competition? That's a closed-ended question. If you say, who is the winner of the competition? That's an open-ended question. So open-ended questions will have this interrogative pronouns, which is what, which, who, when, how, where, right? So these are all open-ended questions. Why, right? So these are all open-ended questions. I mean, these are all the interrogative pronouns which will appear in open-ended questions. Open-ended questions cannot be answered with a single word answer, yes or no. It has to be answered with a sentence. Whereas closed-ended questions can be answered as yes or no. And closed-ended questions can be formed in Kannada only with the use of clitics. Okay. Then emotions like emphasis, you want to emphasize one particular word, right? Or despair, meaning you're frustrated. If it's a curse, interrogation, when you want to question, right? That's the close-ended questions. Indefiniteness, something that is not definite, either or, this or that, neither nor, those type of things also use clitics. Confirmatory, to confirm with somebody, it's also like a closed-ended question. Plurality, singular plural. When you want to make a word plural, you have to make use of clitic. Inclusion, exclusion. If you are making a list of people, then their exclusion. If you want to separate out something from a list, then also you use clitics. We'll see some of the examples. Clitics can be added to any part of a sentence like subject, object, and verb. We'll see example of this also. Clitics are usually dirgha swara. Okay, you will use a, like that, those type of letters. Clitics involves voice modulation as well to communicate the emotion. Kannada uses a lot of clitics. Once you understand clitics, you can make compact sentences in spoken form. So let's see some examples. Interrogative clitics. Okay, so when you want to convert a statement into a question, you need to have this interrogative clitics. Okay, Neevu Ramesh avara magana, right? Are you Ramesh's son? If you want to make it as a statement, you'll just say Neevu Ramesh avara maganu. Okay, maga. So Neevu Ramesh avara maga. That's a statement. You are Ramesh's son. But if you want to convert that to a question, then you will say Neevu Ramesh avara magana. Right? The na is the clitic. Okay. So maga, you want to add a, so you cannot say maga a. So therefore you need to add the na in between to give that sandhi, because maga is a ending. You want to add one more a. You cannot say maga a. It's difficult to pronounce. So you do magana. So the na is required for sandhi. Okay. Then Neevu Ramesh avara magale. Right? Are you Ramesh's daughter? So magalu becomes magale. Right? So again, I will mention it here. If it's masculine, you will use na. If it's feminine, you will use a. Okay. If you're asking a question. Idu Ramesh avara manena. Right? Mane is neuter gender. Then you will ask na. You will add na to it. Okay. Mane is a ending. You will still ask it as manena. Okay, idu nimma penna, right? Idu nimma lekanina, right? So na is used for neutral gender. That's what I have mentioned here. In general, interrogative pronouns, a is used for masculine, a is used for feminine, ne or na is used. Okay, ne also can be used for some of the masculine and feminine in certain cases, but generally it's ra, and na is used for neuter gender. Okay, so this is how you, of course, you have to apply the sandhi rules to link these letters to the last letter of a word so that you can pronounce it easily. Okay, so the general rule is add a if it's a masculine, a if it's a feminine, and na if it's a neuter. One more generic rule, this is what I've mentioned here. I've already mentioned it. So ivattu bhanuvarana, right? Ivattu bhanuvarana, is it Sunday today? Right? Bhanuvara na, you just get a na added to it. Okay, Ninu ಕೇಳಿದ್ದು ಈ ಪುಸ್ತಕನ, did you ask for this book? Right? Pustaka is neuter gender. ನಾಳೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಊಟ ಮಾಡೋಣ್ವಾ, right? So here va is used, right? Madonva. So anything to do with madona, right? If you want to make that into a question. So madona means shall we do, okay? This we have studied in the moods tutorial. So you have to check out those tutorials because those are all like mammoth 1.5 hour tutorials. They are 1.5 hours for a reason because they are the core of the Kannada language. So you need to have patience and read them, or I mean, have patience and learn them before you come to these topics, these small topics, right? So that you'll have a good foundation. So ನಾಳೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಊಟ ಮಾಡೋಣ್ವಾ means shall we eat tomorrow outside? Shall we eat out tomorrow? So ಮಾಡೋಣ va. So ಮಾಡೋಣ, you have to add va to it, right? One thing that I wanted to say was, see, ಮಾಡೋಣ is a statement, right? It means let's eat out. Okay. ನಾಳೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಊಟ ಮಾಡೋಣ. When you say that, it's already a statement saying let's eat out tomorrow. But you want to ask as a question, shall we eat tomorrow outside? Then you have to say Madona is already a dirgha, right? So you have to cut it short as Madon. This is Madon. If you see this talakattu here, right? It's half matra. It indicates it's half matra. Madon. Okay, and then va. So nale horagade uta madon va. The va gets added because the madona as a statement is already dirgha and you can't make it again even more dirgha. So you add a va and make the va as a dirgha and make this madona as a half matra instead of a two matra madona. Then it becomes a question. Then continuation of interrogative clitics. Interrogative clitics can be added to any word in a sentence. Okay, let's see that example. Ranganna Ranganna is the name of a person. Ranganna e pustaka kondiddaru. Right? Ranganna had bought this book. This is a past perfect tense. Kondu iddaru. Kondiddaru. Kollu is the verb. Past tense of kollu is kondu. So kondu iddaru. Iddaru indicates that had bought. Okay, kondiddaru. This is a statement. There is no clitic, nothing. Now you want to start adding clitics to various parts of the sentence. Okay, then Rangannana e pustaka kondiddaru means, was it Ranganna who bought this book? Rangannana. So now you're giving emphasis. Was it Ranganna who bought this book or somebody else? Then you will say Rangannana. Okay. Next one. Ranganna e pustakana kondiddaru. Is it this book? Was it this book that he bought? Now you're giving emphasis to the book. You're questioning the book that he bought. Okay. First you're questioning the person. Saying, is it the person? Is it this person who bought the book? Second time you're saying, is it this book that Ranganna bought? Then Ranganna e pustaka kondiddara. Now you're questioning the action. Had Ranganna bought this book or he sold the book? Like that. Kondiddara, right? Right, kondiddara. So these are all clitics. So clitics can be added to any word in a sentence to give emphasis to it. Okay. Nanna jote baruttiye, right? Are you coming with me? Right? So if you want to, if it is just a statement, Nanna jote baruttiri or baruttiya. If you just say Nanna jote baruttiya means you are coming with me statement. If you say Nanna jote baruttiye, this ye you're talking to a female. The second person is actually a female. Then you will use baruttiye. If a second person is male, then Nanna jote baruttiya. Here, male without respect. Okay, so it is a person of the same age, your friend, or somebody is younger than you, then you will use baruttiya. But with respect, you will say Nanna jote baruttira. This is common to masculine and feminine. So to be safe, always use this Nanna jote baruttira. Unless you're talking to your wife and or your son, daughter, then you can ask baruttiya. Daughter will be baruttiye. Okay. So ನೀವು then ನೋವು ಹೋಗಿದೆಯೇ, right? ನೋವು ಹೋಗಿದೆಯೇ has the pain gone. So pain is a neuter gender. So ಹೋಗಿದೆ, right? A ending. So you're adding another ye to it. ಹೋಗಿದೆಯೇ. Then it's a question, right? So ನೋವು ಹೋಗಿದೆ means pain is gone. Now pain has gone. Now ನೋವು ಹೋಗಿದೆಯೇ means has the pain gone. So you're making it a question and therefore you're using ye. ಹೋಗಿದೆ is ಹೋಗು plus ಇದೆ. Hogi plus ide, sorry. Hogi plus ide, which is present perfect, has gone. Okay. Okay, interrogative clitics are over. Then is the emphatic clitic. Emphatic clitics usually use A as a universal letter for emphasis. You can see this. Okay. Gandhiye yeddu bandaru ಈ ಕೆಟ್ಟ ರಾಜಕಾರಣಿಕರು ತಿದ್ದುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, right? Even if Gandhi resurrects from his death, he's dead. So even if he comes out, right, from his what you call from his tomb, right, from his samadhi, these bad politicians will not get reformed. Okay, Rajakarnikaru means politicians. Ketta Rajakarnikaru means bad politician. Tidduvadilla. Tiddu means to correct oneself, to correct somebody. Nanu ninnanu tidduttene means um, I am correcting you. Right? So tiddu is to correct. So tidduvudilla means they will not get reformed, they will not correct themselves. Right? So nannannu tiddi, ನಾನು ಏನಾದರೂ ತಪ್ಪಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದರೆ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ತಿದ್ದಿ. If you say tiddi, it means please correct me if I had said something wrong. Like that. That's your verb tiddu. Okay. Next. Nane hogabeka, right? Here nane is a, so it's usually nanu hogabeku. If you say I have to go, okay, there is no clitic, nothing here. So nane hogabeka, beka, you're making it into a question. That is fine. So this is the interrogative clitic. Here nane, then you're making an emphasis to nanu. Why? You're saying, am I the only one left to do this work? Why can't somebody else go? And then you will use this clitic nane. Okay. Then ನೀನೇ ಆಹಾರವನ್ನು ಬಡಿಸಿಕೋ. Serve the food yourself. ನೀನೇ. Do this on your own. Don't expect somebody else to serve you. Then you say ನೀನೇ instead of saying ನೀನು. Right? This is a statement with a clitic. This is a question with a clitic. Okay. So ನೀನೇ ಬಂದು ಸಮಾಧಾನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತೆ. You yourself must come and pacify him, it seems. So these are all emphatic clitic, meaning ನೀನೇ. Only you can come and pacify him, like that. Nobody else can do it. Then you will say Nine. So you're giving emphasis to the Nino. Okay. Then ಬಡವರ ಕಷ್ಟವನ್ನು ಬಡವರ ಕಷ್ಟವನ್ನು ತೀರಿಸುವನು ಅವನೇ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ನಾಯಕ. The one who wipes out poor people's hardship. Right? Kashta. Badavara kashta. Poor people's hardship. Tirisuvannu means one who finishes it off. Tirisuvannu, one who wipes out the kashta. Avane, only he, right, is a good leader. Nayaka is leader, right? Vallaya Nayaka, good leader. Avane, only he, one who wipes out the poor people's kashta. So that's this Avane. I think there was even a movie called Avane Sriman Narayana, right? Recently. I think that guy's name is Rakshit Shetty or something like that. So that was a comedy movie recently that came in Kannada. When I say recently, I'm talking about 2019, I believe, the last part of 2019. So the name of the movie is Avane Sriman Narayana. So that Avane is actually a clitic. He only he, right? Like that. Okay. Then Bere Elliyu Beda Manege Hogona. So this Elliyu means Elli means where. Elliyu means nowhere. Okay. Elliyu, we don't want to go anywhere. Let's go home. Manege hogona. Let's go home itself. So this ge and this you, these are all clitics. Elli, Liu. So Elli means where. Liu means it's the what you call the complement of where. Nowhere. Okay. So Ellie means where. You're talking about one place, right? Ellie hogona. Where do you want to go? Meaning you're talking about one particular point, place, location that you want to go. Then you will say Ellie. When I say Elliyu hogabeda means I don't want to go anywhere. It's like a negative. Elliyu. Okay. I think we saw one example in one of the previous presentation. Yaru maduveke baralla regarding the negation. If you look at the negation video, negation in Kannada video, there was one example says the one example which says Yaru maduvege baralla, right? Baralilla. Nobody came to the wedding. Yaru. So if you just say Yaru, which is Harswa, Yaru, right? Ru is Harswa. That means who. Okay. When you say Yaru, when you make the Ru as Dirga, it means no one, right? Yaru means one, right? If you're saying Yarodo means who is that? So you're trying to point to a one person. But if you make that Yaru as a Dirga, meaning Yaru, it means no one. Yaru Varalilla means nobody came. So that's the beauty of the clitic. So you can take any interrogative pronoun and add and make the last letter as dirga, right? It will give the complement of it. For example, yenu, right? Yenu means what? Yenu, when you say it means yenu illa. If you say like that, nothing. There is nothing to do, right? For example, yenu maditira. If I ask you, what are you doing? Then if the person wants to say, I'm doing nothing, I'm not doing anything. They'll say, Enu madilla, right? Enu madalla or Enu madalella. I did not do anything. Enu, right? Enu means what? Enu means nothing at all. Okay. Again, Elli, Elliu. Then one more example, Hege, right? Hege means how. Hege you. I think we have that example also here. Hege you means somehow, right? That's what this how somehow. So these are all examples of clitics. Now this one is done. So ನಿನ್ನಿಂದಲೇ ಈ ಕೆಲಸ ಮುಗಿಸಲು ಬಹುದು. You only can finish this work. ನಿನ್ನಿಂದಲೇ, right? ನಿನ್ನಿಂದಲೇ means ನಿನ್ನಿಂದ, by you. Okay, from you. It's actually from you. ನಿನ್ನು, ನೀನು plus ಇಂದ ನಿನ್ನಿಂದ. Okay, ನಿನ್ನಿಂದಲೇ, the lay added to say you only. Only you. There is no one else. No one else is the reason for finishing this work. ಕಾರಿನ ಒಳಗಿಂದಲೇ ಕಾರಿನ ಒಳಗಿಂದಲೇ ಆಮ್, ಕೈ ಬೀಸಿದಳು. Okay, ಕೈ ಬೀಸು is to wave your hand. ಕೈ ಬೀಸು. ಕೈ is hand, ಬೀಸು is to wave. While being in the car, she waved her hand. Now, ಕಾರಿನ ಒಳಗಿಂದಲೇ, right? This lay says, while being inside the car itself, she waved her hand. So the expectation for the people who are outside the car, maybe she was some actress or whatever, right? They were expecting her to come out and wave her hand. But from inside itself, she waved her hand and went away. So it's like that kind of an emotion, saying ಕಾರಿನ ಒಳಗಿಂದಲೇ. Okay. Then, um, ನಿನಗೆ ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೂವೇ ಬೇಕಾ? ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆ is jasmine. ಹೂವೇ ಬೇಕಾ? Here, who means flower. ಹೂವೇ ಬೇಕಾ means you need only jasmine flower. You cannot adjust with any other flower. Since I don't have jasmine flower, can I give you some other flower? Then you will ask this ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೂವೇ ಬೇಕಾ? Right? This way is a emphasis. Okay. Um, ಹೇಳಿದನೇ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಡ. Don't tell the same thing again and again. ಹೇಳಿದನೇ, ಹೇಳಿದನೇ, right? ಹೇಳಿದನೇ means one that has been told. So you're trying to give emphasis to this. Don't tell me again and again. Don't keep on telling me the same thing again and again. ಮತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಡ. So here you have a clitic of emphasis. Okay, one more slide on emphatic clitic. ಅವನು ಹೋಗಿಯೇ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾನೆ. He will go off for sure. So ಹೋಗಿಯೇ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾನೆ. This is again a very common construction in spoken Kannada. They will say ಹೋಗಿಯೇ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾನೆ, meaning he will certainly go. He will just go off certainly for sure. ಹೋಗುತ್ತಾನೆ means he will go. Okay, because it's a simple present tense. ಹೋಗಿಯೇ is getting added here to say he will certainly go. He will go and go like that. Okay. ಅವಳು ಬಂದೇ ಬರುತ್ತಾಳೆ. She will certainly come. So this ಬಂದೇ ಬರುತ್ತಾಳೆ. So how do you do this? You basically take baru verb and you will take the past tense of that baru is bando and you will make it as bande. Okay. So ಬಂದೇ ಬರುತ್ತಾಳೆ. That's how you give that emphasis. She will certainly come. Right? Um, ಆ ದಿನವು ಬಂದೇ ಬಂದಿತು, meaning that day, ಆ ದಿನವು, right? That day also. Okay, again this is a clitic, very useful clitic, which is a clitic of inclusion. ಆ ದಿನವು, right? That day also. For example, ನಾನು ಅವನು ಅಂಗಡಿಗೆ ಹೋದವು. I and he went to the shop. If you just say nanu, harsvavu, it's just nanu, I. If you say nanu means I also, dirgavu, avanu, he also. So when you want to make a list of people, right? Raju, right? Raju, right? Raju, Rameshu, Radha, Radhalu, like that. So you all have to make all these words as dirga in order to make a list to say that all these people went to the, say for example, went to the movie, right? Rameshu, Rajuvu, Geetalu, right? Cinema Hodaru. All three went to the movie. So these are all clitics of inclusion. Okay. So the same thing is used here. Nanu node noduttene. I also, right? I will also certainly wait and see. Right? Node noduttene means let me see what you can do. Right? Node noduttene. So I will certainly see what you can do. That type of meaning here. Okay, node noduttene. Okay. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದರೂ ರಕ್ತವೇ ರಕ್ತ. Wherever, everywhere I see, there is blood. Right? Raktave rakta. So the rakta is repeated here for emphasis. Raktave rakta. Okay. Then nanu ee kelasa made maduttene. So you are saying with determination. Made maduttene means I will certainly do this work. Madu becomes made maduttene. Okay. Sustadaru ನಡೆತಾನೇ ಇದ್ದು ನಡೆತಾನೇ ಇದ್ದು ನಡೆತಾನೇ ಇದ್ದ, ಸಾರಿ, ಸುಸ್ತುವಾದರೂ ನಡೆತಾನೇ ಇದ್ದ means he kept on walking. Nade is to walk. ನಡೆತಾನೇ ಇದ್ದ means kept on walking, continuous walking, like that. So it's a clitic of that type. ಸುಸ್ತುವಾದರೂ means sustadaru means even after being tired. Okay, even though. Adaru, we have this in the adverbs tutorial. We have this even in the conjunction tutorial, where this adaru can get added to any word to give that even though feeling. Okay. ಅವಳು ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳಿದರೂ ಕೇಳಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. Right? Whatever she told, he did not even listen. So ಕೇಳಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲ means did not even listen. He did not bother to listen. Okay. ನೀನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬರಲೇ ಬಾರದು. You should never ever come here. ಬರಲೇ ಬಾರದು. Right? ಬರಲೇ ಬಾರದು means you should never ever think of coming here. ಊಟ ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತಲೇ ಹೋಗೋಣ. Immediately after food we will go ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತಲೇ. Right? Here is giving the effect of immediately after finishing food, let's just leave. Some more emphatic clitic. ಈಗ ತಾನೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು. Right? ಸದ್ದು ಮಾಡಬಾರದು ಅಂತ. Have I not said just now? ಈಗ ತಾನೇ means this ತಾನೇ is giving emphasis, saying now only I told you. And your guys are making noise. Saddu ಮಾಡಬಾರದು ಅಂತ. Saddu means sound. ಮಾಡಬಾರದು should not do. Anta, like that. Right? I said that you should not make noise just now only, and you guys are making noise. The tane is like an emphasis word. right? ನೀನು ತಾನೇ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಕರೆದಿದ್ದು. Wasn't it you who called me? ನೀನು ತಾನೇ. So ನೀನು ತಾನೇ means you are pointing to that person. It's you, isn't it, who called me, like that. ನೀನು ತಾನೇ. Okay. ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿದವನು ತಾನೇ ಕ್ಷಮೆ ಕೇಳಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು, right? Isn't it the one who made the mistake who should ask for pardon, right? Madidavanu tane, right? So this tane says this tappu madidavanu. And he's giving a emphasis to the tappu. The one who did not make a mistake should not ask for a pardon, only who made a mistake. So tappu madidavanu tane. Okay. Nale tane habba. Isn't it tomorrow the festival day? Nale tane, right? So this nale tane. Okay. It's not yesterday or today. Nale tane. Okay. ಇದ್ದೀಗ ತಾನೇ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು, ಆಗಲೇ ಹಸಿವಾ. Isn't it now that you ate, right? Iddiga means just now. Isn't it just now that you ate and you're already hungry, right? Agale means already. Agale hasiva. Are you already hungry? Okay. So this tani is a very useful clitic for emphasis. Ninu tani. So the word before it is what you're emphasizing, right? ನೀ ತಾನೆ, right? ನೀನು ತಾನೆ, ಅವಳು ತಾನೆ ಅವಳು ತಾನೆ ನೆನ್ನೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು. The one who came yesterday, isn't it she, right? Then the tane is used. So tane gives emphasis to the word before it. So indefinite clitic, okay? So indefinite clitic is basically uh, anything that makes the sentence indefinite. For example, ಯಾರೋ ಬಂದಿದ್ದರು. Yaru is who. Yaro means someone. I don't know who it is. So yaro. So dirga. Yaro bandiddaru. Someone had come. Okay. ಈ ಧ್ವನಿ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. Yellow. Elli means where. Yellow means somewhere. Okay. Yellow ಹೇಳಿದೆ. I have heard this voice somewhere. So it's taken from Elli. This is taken from Yaru. Then hego tappisi bande. Hego means hege, how. Hego means somehow. Hego tappisi bande. Okay. ಯಾಕೋ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಸಿಟ್ಟು ಬಂದಿದೆ, right? ಯಾಕೋ, ಯಾಕೆ is why. ಯಾಕೋ means for some reason. ಯಾಕೋ, so it's taken from ಯಾಕೆ. So ಯಾಕೋ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟು, this much, ಸಿಟ್ಟು means anger, ಬಂದಿದೆ, came, had come, right? Then ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ, right? ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ means I'm not able to understand. ಏನೋ ಒಂದು, ಏನು. So ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ means I'm not able to understand anything at all, right? ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ, right? ಏನೋ ಒಂದು, ಏನು is what, right? ಏನೋ means nothing at all. I'm able to understand. ಯಾವಾಗೋ, right? Right? ಯಾವಾಗ is when. ಯಾವಾಗೋ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದನು, ಈಗ ಎಳೆಯಬೇಡ. ಎಳೆ is to pull. ಎಳೆಯಬೇಡ. I mean, don't pull. Do not pull out something that I told long back. ಯಾವಾಗೋ, right? ಯಾವಾಗ is when. ಯಾವಾಗೋ means some time back, long time back. When is a specific point. Okay. Whereas when you make it, that is ಯಾವಾಗ. When you make it go, it means some time back, which is not known. So whatever I said some time back, don't try to pull it now and use it for the argument. Then ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನರು ಬಂದು ನೋಡಿದರು. Some number of people. We don't know how many number. ಎಷ್ಟು means how many. ಎಷ್ಟೋ means some many. We don't know how many. So some many people came and saw, or so many people came and saw. That is your ಎಷ್ಟು. So ನೀನು ಬೇಕಂತೆ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸಿದ ವಿಷಯವನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೋ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೀಯ. So you ಬೇಕಂತೆ means purposely. ಬೇಕು plus ante. So you purposely, ಎಲ್ಲೋ means somewhere. ಆರಂಭಿಸಿದ started ವಿಷಯ topic. ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೋ to somewhere, right? ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೋ means to somewhere. ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು means to where you have to go. That is your auto drivers, taxi drivers, they'll all ask this question. ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು, or ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು means where. ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ means to where. Okay, ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು, that ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ is what is taken here and made into a critic and made it as ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೋ. So it's like to somewhere else. ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೀಯ, you're taking it and going, like that. This is spoken during arguments, right? ನನ್ನ ಅಕ್ಕ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೋ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾಳೆ, my sister has gone somewhere, I don't know where, right? ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೋ. ಯಾವುದೋ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ನಿನ್ನನ್ನು ಕರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So for some reason, ಯಾವುದು is which, ಯಾವ is which, right? So you can say ಯಾವೋ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ means for some reason, ಯಾವೋ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ or ಯಾವುದೋ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ನಿನ್ನನ್ನು ಕರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, he has called you. ಕರೆದು plus ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. So some more indefinite clitic. ಹೋಗಲೋ ಬೇಡವೋ, right? Shall I go or not? ಹೋಗಲೋ, you just add ಹೋಗಲೋ, it becomes a question. ಹೋಗಲೋ ಬೇಡವೋ, right? Shall I go or not? Then ಬಂಗಾರಪ್ಪ ಮಂತ್ರಿ ಮಂಡಲ ಸೇರುತ್ತಾರೋ ಇಲ್ಲವೋ, right? ಬಂಗಾರಪ್ಪ ಮಂತ್ರಿ ಮಂಡಲ ಸೇರುತ್ತಾರೋ ಇಲ್ಲವೋ, will ಬಂಗಾರಪ್ಪ join the cabinet ministry or not? ಸೇರುತ್ತಾರೋ ಇಲ್ಲವೋ, ಸೇರು is to join, ಸೇರುತ್ತಾರೋ ಇಲ್ಲವೋ, right? So this OO is used for either or question. So ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ಬರುತ್ತೀರೋ ಇಲ್ಲವೋ, are you coming with me or not? right? ಬರುತ್ತೀರೋ ಇಲ್ಲವೋ. Then ಸುರೇಶನೋ ವಾಣಿಯೋ, right? ಬರುತ್ತಾರೆ, either Suresh or Vani will come, we don't know who it is. ಸುರೇಶನೋ ವಾಣಿಯೋ ಬರುತ್ತಾರೆ will come, one of these two, either Suresh or Vani will come. So there is nothing like either or specific words in Kannada, it's basically clitics. Okay. ಚಾಕರಿ ಮಾಡಿಯೋ, ಕೂಲಿ ಮಾಡಿಯೋ, ಭಿಕ್ಷೆ ಮಾಡಿಯೋ ಜೀವನ ಸಾಗಿಸಿದೆ, I ran my life somehow by working somewhere, ಮಾಡಿಯೋ, ಕೂಲಿ ಮಾಡಿಯೋ, and ಭಿಕ್ಷೆ ಮಾಡಿಯೋ. So these are all like your inclusion, your listing. I ran my life by doing one of these, right? ಚಾಕರಿ ಮಾಡಿಯೋ, ಕೂಲಿ ಮಾಡಿಯೋ, or ಭಿಕ್ಷೆ is begging, ಭಿಕ್ಷೆ ಮಾಡಿಯೋ, right? Then ನಿನಗೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕೋ ತಗೋ, whatever you want, ಬೇಕೋ, right? Whatever you want. ಬೇಕು is want, ಬೇಕೋ means whatever you want, ಏನು ಬೇಕೋ ತಗೋ. Okay. ನನ್ನ ತಂದೆಯೋ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಯ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, as for my father. when you say ನನ್ನ ತಂದೆಯೋ, ಅವನು, right? ಅವನು ಒಂದು ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಮನುಷ್ಯ, as for him he's a bad guy, like that. So like that, ನನ್ನ ತಂದೆಯೋ ಯಾರಿಗೂ, ಯಾರಿಗೂ means for, ಯಾರಿಗೂ means, say ಯಾರಿಗೆ means to, for who. So it's basically yaru plus ge, yarige. So for who. But if we say yarigu, for no one else, for no one at all, that's what this yarigu, right? The gu dirgha. So my father doesn't care about anyone. Okay. ನಾಳೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಕಟ್ಟುತ್ತೀರೋ, right? ಕಟ್ಟುತ್ತೀರೋ ಸರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲದಿದ್ದರೆ ಮನೆ ಸಾಮಾನು ಹೊರಗೆ ಬೀಸಿ ಹಾಕುತ್ತೇನೆ. Means by tomorrow you better pay the rent, if not the house items will be thrown out. ನಾಳೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಬಾಡಿಗೆ, like ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಕಟ್ಟುತ್ತೀರೋ ಸರಿ. ಕಟ್ಟುತ್ತೀರೋ ಸರಿ means it's fine. It's, I mean, if you pay your rent tomorrow, right? Kattu is to pay. Kattutiro sari. If you pay tomorrow, sari means okay. If not, illadiddare mane samanu. Mane samanu means house items. Horage bisi haku. Bisu is to throw. Bisi haku means to throw away. To be thrown away. Okay. Kattutiro sari. Okay. So pseudo interrogative clitics, what is this? Okay. So ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಬೇಕಾ, right? ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಬೇಕಾ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಬೇಕೇ, right? ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಬೇಕೇ means do I need to teach you? To someone, you're telling this to someone who's already experienced with such situation, right? ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಬೇಕೇ, right? ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಬೇಕೆ. ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡು is to teach. Say ಹೇಳಿಕೊಡಬೇಕೆ. Is it needed to teach someone like you who's already experienced, right? So ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹುಡುಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಲಿಲ್ವೇ, right? This is again this way. ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ if you say he did not come. Baralilve, if you add, you're trying to say, you're trying to show the emotion of an empathy. Say, for example, your neighborhood lady, she has her son is missing, so she comes to the neighbor and asks, "Okay, did you see my son, or did my son come here?" Right? Nanna maga illi bandana. They will ask, right? Illi bandana. Now then you will then the person in the neighboring house will say, "Nimma maga illi baralilve." So the way is added to say that she is feeling empathy for you, that you have not found your son yet, right? That's the concept of this pseudo interrogative clitic. Then Nanu hage helillavalla, right? Nanu hage helillavalla, right? So this valla, right? Helilla. If you just say Nanu hage helilla, okay. If you just say that, I did not say like that, is what it is. Now, helilla valla, when you say that valla that you're adding here is the clitic to say that, no, is it not that I did not say like that? It's like it's a pseudo interrogative. Somebody is asking you a question, you're answering it back with a question of isn't it, right? Now, have you taken my book, right? Neevu nanna pustaka togondiddira. Have you taken my book? Okay, this is the question. Then you answer it with no, isn't it? So that you will say illa valla. Illa valla means illa. If you just say illa means no. When you say illa valla, you are showing the emotion of empathy that his book, the person's book is still missing. I never took it, right? It's still missing. So then you'll add this illa valla. So illa valla is like giving that kind of a doubt that, I mean, where would it have gone, right? So you are with the person in a search with respect to the emotion, the empathy you're showing. So that's your illa valla. Okay, illa plus alla. Illa valla. Okay, that's your pseudo interrogative clitic. Plurality is also a clitic. So maragalu, huduga, hudugaru, right? Hudugi, hudugiyaru. For humans, you will add ru. For non-humans, you will add galu. Okay, maragalu. Exception for this is vidyarthi. I think there are a few more exceptions. I don't remember them now, but I remember this vidyarthi. Vidyarthi means student, right? Then you will say vidyarthi galu. You will not say vidyarthiyaru. Vidyarthi galu. Okay, I think that was the last slide on clitic. Yes, ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. If you have any questions, please write to correctcanada@gmail.com. I do check this Gmail often. If you have doubts, I can always respond to it. Thank you.